Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today I want to talk about the new Planetside 2 patch and the Harasser, which I just drove for the first time and managed to detonate it about 10 feet outside of the warp gate. But then I learned how to drive the thing and I'm having so much fun with this little dune buggy. It's kind of amazing how big of an impact a four-wheeled cheap vehicle can make in a game like Planetside. Before the Harasser, all the individual players had to get around were the ATVs, the flashes, and those things really didn't handle too well on a lot of terrain, and they couldn't get it in and out of action quite as easily as, say, something with four wheels. And this Harasser is cheap. You can pick it up at any place that spawns vehicles, and it can take up to 2 passengers plus the driver to any location. You can upgrade it with different kinds of guns. You can give it turbo, you can give it shield diffusers to sneak into bases and stuff. This thing is just a very versatile, cheap thing that you can buy anywhere, and it's really kind of changed the face of battle on Planetside. Here we're attacking a sender that's surrounded by infantry with the Harasser, and aside from lock-on rockets and stuff, the agility of this thing really does allow you to sort of stay alive and get into action, drive by infantry, take shots at them. We're not even using an anti-infantry gun on this thing yet. It can be upgraded with a machine gun that's really good for taking out infi, but the point is we're able to circle around, keep good distance, stay mobile, and it just allows you to have these really fast attack battles going on. And that's something that Planetside has kind of lacked a little bit, aside from the air vehicles, which can get in and out of any situation quickly. None of the ground vehicles were really spec'd for that too well. Again, the Flash was a quick vehicle, but it was so fragile that it usually couldn't escape from a combat situation once you got into it. And here I am taking this thing down some jumps, and apparently if you land it on its side after a giant jump, you can destroy it. As you can see here, I've got the Bulldog attached on top. It's essentially a small mortar system that can be used against vehicles or infantry. You can even upgrade this thing with a pretty powerful rocket launcher if you want to spec it for anti-armor. So you can really, again, like I said, it's very versatile, so you can set it up for a lot of things. If you get enough cert points, you can max out things like its hill climbing ability, so it can really just scale up hills and sort of get around into bases. Not a lot of people are going to expect a Harasser to come driving down their catwalk with a Bulldog equipped on it. So you can really surprise guys with this vehicle. Now, of course, the Harasser isn't the only new thing in Game Update 8. They've also added some cool new helmets to the game. The Vanu helmet looks particularly neat. I gotta say, the art is really coming together a lot better in this game. Some of the vehicle upgrades and the camos and stuff. Game's starting to look a lot better overall. This is a really cool bridge battle that I was in. I was playing with my brother the other night, and we're over the impact crater, and one of the capture points is up on this bridge. And that's always been a goal of Planetside 2, is to recreate the epic bridge battles from Planetside 1. And this really long bridge, and there's 2 forces at either end of it, and there's tons of little bits of cover and stuff that you can hide behind it. I'm playing light assault so I can get up on top of the bridge, and I'm just trying to make my ammo last as best as possible, and just take the best engagements and really stay behind the cover up here. Something that's really great about the game is that every game update brings in a ton of weapon balancing and tweaks and vehicle balancing and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the patch list this time around for Game Update 8 was huge. It was like pages and pages of tweaks upon tweaks on different guns and vehicles and bug fixes and all this kind of stuff. And that's what's great about having an MMO game like this. You know, if you compare it to other games like Battlefield or say Call of Duty, they get released, they have maybe a month or 2 of hardcore bug troubleshooting, you know, trying to patch it and fix bugs, and then after that the patches become very infrequent and you get smaller updates, but there's never anything particularly significant. It's not the case with Planetside. I mean, in Planetside they're constantly working on new vehicles. I even know that there's another Nanite Systems Jeep that's in the works. They have different weapons that are in the works. The Max has got new guns this patch around. They look really cool. So you're constantly getting awesome stuff added to the game. So if you are playing the game frequently, each update is going to be a really big impact on just how the game plays and evolves, and you can watch it change over time as the devs sort of refine the gameplay and balance things better. And it's just a really fun thing to be a part of. And here I'm playing the Heavy Assault, still one of my favorite infantry classes. So you'll notice when I glow green every now and then, that is my Heavy Assault shields activating, and it just makes you ridiculously strong. It basically doubles the amount of hits you can take, or at least almost doubles the amount of hits you can take, depending on what kind of shields you're using, but really allows you to last a long time in infantry combat. You'll also notice that at the beginning of the video I had some pretty funky looking glow lights on my Harasser. I mean, they look cool. Looks straight out of Tron, no doubt, but they really are adding in a lot of cool ways to sort of customize the look of your vehicle. So a stock Harasser doesn't have those glow lights on them, and you can add different sort of fins and all these new things to tanks now, and really sort of customize the look of them. And some of them look a little goofy, but some of them look really cool. And that's something that I really like about this game, and something that I feel like I've sort of missed out on with other shooters, is the ability to just really customize the look of your character. And I think that's something that most gamers can kind of relate to. Everybody wants to have their own look, their own signature, so that when you're seen on the battlefield it's a recognizable camouflage or gun setup or something. Now, as I've mentioned before, one of the cool things about this game is that the future plans for it are just made very plain and clear to the public. Stuff that's really far off in the future is a little bit more vague, probably because they haven't nailed down exactly what they want to do. But in the immediate future, we already know that they're working on multiple new continents. Harasser, which is going to be coming out very soon, and they're going to try and implement continent locking, which is going to be really great. Continent locking means that if one team really dominates a continent and captures all the territories, that continent will be locked and players can't play there until the lock period is up or whatever. So you'll be forced to play on other continents, which is great because a lot of people tend to favor specific continents. And also the new mission system, or the alert system that they're working on, is now going to bring people to different environments. Here I am, of course, playing on Indar, the very popular Indar, and I'm playing on TI alloys, probably, which sees just about as much action as any place in Planetside. I mean, this place has just always got combat going on. So the sooner that the Planetside 2 team can figure out a way to pull people away from these high action areas, these high traffic areas, and get them fighting into different other rural areas of Planetside, maybe parts of the map that not everybody is completely intimate with, then we can start getting some unique and really fun gameplay. Anyway, that's it for my news on Game Update 8. It's a lot of fun. Go check it out. I'll see you guys next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.